This and that Del Vecchio will get put back together again. That Jazzmaster will get put back together again. The rest of them, these are gone.
You might want to take a look at my shop at the D'Angelico and the Super 400 and see if you feel that you could do those for the Acuff collection.
Okay, I did tell Steve I would do 2 or 3 guitars for the Acuff collection.
Well, those 2 are at my shop, and
okay.
I don't know when I don't know that we'd ever get to them.
Well, that's easy for me to say too. I don't know when I mean, there's a long.
While you're working on this, if you're set up, you might be able to do the other one.
Okay.
You'd be doing similar operations.
There's some ones back here that are, you know, for a while. This is sort of interesting. This is kind of a low level of value stuff, but for a while, my entire shop looked like this. I had maybe 100 instruments. The good thing is that 50 or 60 instruments have gone back completely restored, and in many cases people have said, having originally said that they weren't interested in playing them again, feel like they play better and they sound better than they ever did, which is sort of a peculiar notion. This L5 of Raul Malo's was sitting on a recording chart in his case, and it imprinted, and he originally wanted it refinished, but I've talked him into leaving that on there because I think that's kind of colorful. But some fairly whipped looking, I mean, this McPherson probably will never get put back together again because it's just too much work, but for a replaceable guitar. But some of these, you know, quite a number of these badly damaged arch tops are going to be okay. You know, this Emperor is going to be okay. This Johnny Smith is going to be okay. That looked hopeless, and it's it's ready for the neck to go back in. So
that's not Gibson's, is it?
Yeah, that is. Yeah, and the thing about it, I haven't talked to him about it yet because I don't want to get him too optimistic. But the thing about it is that if you looked at, like, for instance, that guitar 3 days after the flood, or the day it came out, it looked absolutely hopeless. But little by little, it dried out, and also we pushed things back to where they ought to be, and it won't look cleaner than it did before the flood, but it won't look bad. So anyway, the world goes on. This is a different sort of thing. This is a Les Paul of John Jorgensen's, and it had had a lot of inappropriate things done to it. The switch cavity had been opened up for who knows what reason, you know, to put more stuff in it. And this was badly cracked. This was as cracked as Peter's guitar. But we've pushed it back together again, and he wanted to refinish it because the black was already messed up, and so we're getting ready to do that. But with this guitar, he'll be able to kind of go back in time. He'll get it back to what he'll be able to erase to some extent the decisions he you know, I don't know if he made them or not, but the unwise decisions that somebody made along the life of this guitar. So it's not the end of the world.